Hey guys, it's Elena, website investing specialist at Niche Website Builders, and today I have a really exciting domain to show you. It's called book reviews by Shalini.com, DR21. It has 314 referring domains. Now, I get really excited when I see a niche like that because for me personally, they're like hidden gems. To some people, they may look like, really, is this an actual exciting niche? But after you dig down and you kind of have a bigger understanding of what the competitors are doing and how well they're doing, considering their authority, it gets you really excited. So I really cannot wait to dive into this niche and just kind of show you everything. So it basically, the domain is exactly what it says on the tin. It's book reviews. So the reason why we have Shalini in the URL and as we're seeing here is because it was owned by a lady called Shalini. She did loads of book reviews, interviews, all things book related stuff. As we're seeing here, blogger, reviewer, publicist, beta reader. Yeah, she she just loved books. As you can see, my first love has always been books. My blog features my reviews, author interviews, excerpts, and other bookish events. So as we're scrolling down, we're seeing book review, Hidden Secrets by Janine Gallant, and then we go down, book review, Brady Von Altuis by Cassidy Dwellis, book review, The Healer by Leslie Jason. Sorry, I'm totally pronouncing this wrong. So really on the feed here, we're seeing book review after book review. So you can safely say, yes, it's definitely a book review niche. You know, it's in the book space. And I think that it's an awesome niche, which gets me very excited. So all in all, it looks like a fairly simple kind of domain layout. So easy to navigate yourself through it, easy to find and figure out exactly what you're getting, you know. I think it was a good domain. Now, let's jump on to the referring domains, which is very exciting because we not only have high quality backlinks in that mix, but we have high quality niche relevant backlinks, which is even more important and even better than just a high quality backlink. Now, what we're seeing here at the top is goodreads.com, year 92, and Goodreads, you know, it's a fabulous high quality niche relevant backlink. So I think it's already a fantastic start. I mean, to be fair, if I have this combined with a couple of high quality like newspaper or like news sites, I'll be happy. But we're not stopping here. We have gumroad.com, Oregon Live, Cleveland. So these are more like news related. Mass Life, Red Sea, which is another niche relevant backlink. We have booksbaby.com, another niche relevant backlink, DR80. And we have some links down the line as well. But for me, these three stand out to me, like Ritzy, Booksbaby, and Goodreads.com. Extremely high quality backlinks. We're talking between DR80 to DR92. So very good. I'm very happy with this backlink profile. Anchor text, very clean. Now, the reason why we're seeing Shalini at the top is because, as I said, the woman who owned the blog was called Shalini, and as we're seeing here, it was on the URL itself. So I'll kind of count this as a semi-branded anchor text. Then we have anchor kind of branded at the top, naked URL anchor text, and then we have niche relevance here and branded. And more related to the name and the niche itself. So all in all, very good anchor text profile as well. Now, when it comes to, you know, what sort of pages we'll need to create, and if you are new to these videos, what I'm looking at here is most of the time when you work with age domains, you'll see that, especially if it's a natural age domain that, you know, there hasn't been any dodgy or spammy stuff going on, you will see that the majority of the backlinks will be pointed towards the homepage because that's the natural thing that occurs if there has not been any intentional link schemes going on. People will find you and they'll link to your homepage. They're not going to link to your optimized anchor text so that you can rank. You know, this is also, this says, you know, there has been link schemes. But as we're seeing here, we have the majority of backlinks pointed towards the homepage, which is natural. It tells us this is great. But we are seeing that some internal posts, like this one, for example, is getting backlinks. Now, the reason why I'm showing you this is because if a quality backlink is pointed towards an internal page, so let's say, just for the sake of an example, that goodreads.com is pointed towards this post, which is not the homepage, it's an internal post. I would personally like to recreate that post and page to page redirect that URL so that it's that direct relevancy, especially when you have a quality backlink. And with HTML in general, you want to make sure that you keep the relevancy as high as possible. But upon investigating some of these top internal pages by links, we're not really seeing quality backlinks. These are all just scraper style backlinks. So I would give this one a miss, for example. And if I scroll down, let's see this one with 6 preferring domains. Let's see the quality. Again, scraper types, I wouldn't bother. So these posts will need to be investigated and the quality of those backlinks so that we can identify whether or not we should recreate those or not. But as we're seeing here, the majority are pointed towards the homepage and not a lot of internal links, if any, would need recreating. Okay, let's talk about strategy. A lot of people read, thankfully. I'm not one of those people. I don't like reading very much. When I do, it's probably when I'm traveling or something, but I don't sit down and read in the evening. But anyway, this is not about me. This is about the domain. A lot of people read. I have friends that read, and it's a big space, you know. Whether you're reading on your tablet or you know, whatever tool you're using, a classic book, it doesn't matter. People are reading. So there's a big market when it comes to books. The online market, though, it's not as competitive as you might think. Yes, a lot of people read in the physical world, but there aren't many competitors that have like dedicated sites just for books or reading. So this is a good sign because it is a big space. Like people are looking for information from the online world, but there aren't many websites, at least a lot of dominating websites in the space that are really like dominating the space. It's not like the food niche. Let's just keep it that way. So here's our strategy. Listicle types of content. So for example, 10 best romantic books, Harry Potter books in order, best books by X author, etc. And this is where I really kind of get excited about this niche, is because you can twist this in different ways. Like if we're talking about an author in particular, so let's say the author of Harry Potter books, we can say her best books and her books in order, and then we can do other things around it. So the genre, we can do bits about the books, you know, just from one author, you can do so much content. That's the beauty of this niche. For me personally, it's never ending niche. There will always be content available. We can do pieces of content about novels, could be listicles, info content, etc. Gift ideas for book lovers, for monetization opportunities, individual book reviews, which can be later internally linked to your listicle types of content. So here's an example. If we do an individual post about Harry Potter's and the Philosopher's Stone as an individual book review, and then we have another post which is kind of a book review of 7 books of Harry Potter, we can internally link Harry Potter's and the Philosophical Stone onto that page, to that internal, to that listicle post. That's going to help us create a strong internal linking structure in the meantime. So this is where I think we can be really smart. We can do informational piece of content on writing, like how to publish a book, you know. Just because people read, there's always, if you're a book lover, you will read, and some book lovers want to write a book, you know, how to publish a book and things like that. So it's very much niche relevant, and I think there's a lot of content opportunities there as well. The monetization can come from affiliate programs and everything books, from selling books to different products around books. Now, you know, especially with books, if we're doing a book review, we can link Amazon where you can buy the book. And that's how we can monetize. So if someone is looking for a new book and they're looking for a romantic book, and we have a nice piece of content where it's like 50 of the best romantic books of 2022, they'll come in and check it and see what they like and buy it. So this is where it's a fantastic way of monetizing as well. So that is why I really love this niche. And now let's talk a little bit about our data project. It's not completed yet. We are working with a data scientist who can help us like really kind of understand the data we have and kind of put it in a more interesting manner, should we say. And the reason why we put together this data project is because we often get questions from people and clients who ask us like, okay, well, how much content do I need to achieve X, traffic or revenue? And we always tell them, you know, the more the better. And it generally is a very good rule and a good advice, but people and investors like yourself who want to kind of have an idea, well, okay, the more the better, but like, is there like an expectation of any sort? Like if I publish 100 pieces of content, what am I kind of expected to get back, you know? And it's a fair question as an investing point of view. So what we did is we gathered thousands and thousands of niche sites and we combined averages. So on average, what are these sites metrics and content and what are they generating on average? Pardon me. So this is kind of a snapshot of what we have currently from our data project. And what we're seeing here is all sites combined on a banding of 25 to 50,000 per month Ahrefs traffic. On average, from all these sites, different niches, you need a DR34 and you need on average a 412 posts. And this on average Ahrefs traffic will generate you 37,000 per month. And on average, on estimated revenue of 25 EPMB, you have $1,000 revenue just from display adverts, So you're getting a kind of a rough idea of, okay, well, to meet those averages, I need roughly 400 posts, DR30 plus, and that should generate me $1,000 per month just from adverts. Now you have a roadmap and a rough idea in your head. Okay, maybe this is what I need to do. But there is good news. You have an H domain. So let's say you buy book reviews by Shalini.com. You're starting with the DR21. So you're kind of more than halfway, you know, to your average based on all the sites. So maybe invest in a little bit of link building to get that 34 and invest in content heavily. But there's not a but. We're talking about the book niche. Now, this is all sites combined. So we're talking food, we're talking health, we're talking fitness, we're talking movies, we're talking crafting, DIY, home improvement, gardening. But as I said earlier, the book niche is not very competitive. So, in my opinion, I think that you have a fantastic kind of a starting point. And you wouldn't need necessarily a DR34 and 412 posts to achieve a revenue of $1,000 from adverts and an average of 37,000 traffic per month. I think that if you get to a DR34 with 420 posts, you will be generating much more traffic because you're in the book niche. So this kind of should give you kind of a, I don't know, like a relief that you shouldn't actually invest as much as you might think. And I have some competitors to show you that are less authority than us. Some are the same, that are generating loads of traffic, and that means loads of money. So the first competitor I want to show you is a dbranson.com book blog resource center. DR18 generating 242,000 per month according to Ahrefs. Now, this kind of gives us a reassurance that, okay, well, these guys are totally out of the averages. They have DR18 and they're generating loads and loads of traffic, nowhere near 37,000. So if 37,000 traffic will get you $1,000, my apologies, per month just from adverts, what do you think these guys are getting per month? Just multiply those 37,000 and you're going to get 12,000 per month just from the adverts. So for DR18 in the book niche, I think this is a great example of what an awesome niche the book niche is and how really not very competitive it is. Because if you look at this domain is less authority than us. And as you can see, it has a nice kind of upward trend where it's kind of taken off nicely. So the question is, what are they covering? Let's take a look. So top posts, we have heavily books in order from an author, primarily like Stephen King books in order. And just look at the search volume, 35,000 for Lois Penny books in order. And let's take a look. Guys, this is like really simple content. It's very simple type of content. You just put them in order. So you find out, when was Harry Potter 1 published? When was Harry Potter 2 published? And then you put it into a nice fancy piece of content with a little bit of information. That's the job done. Let's take a look. It's a listicle. So who is Lois Penny? Standard, blah, blah, blah. We get a little bit of content in the beginning, and then we have a little bit more content, and then we get straight to business. Lois Penny books in order of publication. Still Life, 2005. Fatal Graphs, 2006. The Cruelest Month, 2007. And then we have a summary of each books in order. So we have the first one. So we have, first of all, like a table of content where we have, here is a quick answer. So book number 1, 2005, book number 2, 2006. Then we have a summary of each individually. So we have Still Life, a little bit of information about what it was, blah, 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 easy content. Number 2, blah, 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 what the book was about. Number 3, you get the point. Guys, this is not difficult content. It really isn't. And if you look at the top performing content, that's all these guys are doing. They're just doing books in order. Throne of Glass, Reading Order, Jack Carr, but they're all just primarily, targeting the authors, not just the books. This is where we can do books as well as authors. So Jack Carr books in order, and then if Jack Carr, just for sake of the argument, had Harry Potter, we're going to split some of their books that they have done, like 1, 2, 3, 4, as well. So this is where we get more content opportunities. They are just doing books in order. I don't know what else to show you. They're just doing books in order. Red Queen series order. I'm very happy with this niche, to be honest. I think it's awesome. The second competitor is the same authority as us. It's called waterread.com. They are 21, so same authority as us, and generating 65,000. Let's take a look. They are also doing books in order, which tells us the big market there is with books in order. We have other stuff. What happened to Jersey Jackson movies? They do a little bit of movies, which I think at some point we could explore as well. And the reason why I'm saying this is because often, example, sorry, I keep saying Harry Potter, but it's like one of the only books I've read in my life. Joking. I keep saying Harry Potter, but because always Harry Potter was a book, right? And then it became a movie. So this is where books and movies kind of go hand in hand, no? So as we're seeing here, what happened to Percy Jackson's movies? Dune series order. I'm pretty sure Dune was probably inspired from a novel or something like that. Then we have I'm Number 4 sequel movie 2. Let's take a look at what this piece of content is. So they do movies. Okay, as we can see, quizzes, trivia quizzes, small books to books like Harry Potter. Oh yeah, of course. This is something we can do as well. Books like Harry Potter, books like Game of Thrones, books like Percy Jackson, authors like Percy Jackson, and things like that. So as I said, like it's unlimited, this piece of content opportunities. I'm Number 2 movie, the reason why it was never released. So they do kind of a bit of news of why, which is all right, but I don't think it's something we wouldn't be doing. Hello books in order, and let's take a look how they have structured this. Check it out. I'm pretty sure, yeah. So this is how these guys are monetizing, guys. So straight away, I've opened the post and a bit of information, and then straight away you have options to buy it. And when you click on check it out, sorry, it goes to Amazon. And if I buy it, guess who is making money? This guy is making money. So this is how we can monetize, and I think it's pretty cool. This is it. So they have in order, should I read this series? Then you have a little bit of information, as I said. Reading order. This is interesting. They have the reading order here, which I like. Do I have to play the video games to enjoy the series? Yeah, you get the point. It's easy content. Like I'm just gonna keep saying that. They have series in order, which is like a TV show, which I like as well. Awesome content, guys. So this one is more focused on a bit of books in order combined with movies and TV shows, which I think, as I said, Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, they're all based on books and stuff, I imagine. So books in order, That's primarily here purpose, and then a bit of movies here and a bit of books as well. So all in all, like I think it's an awesome niche. I was very excited when I was doing the vetting process for this age domain, because when you do a vetting process, you get excited about what you're seeing. Oh my god, it's a book, it's a big domain, and you want to make sure that everything passes. And when everything checks out for my checklist, when I check age domains, I get very excited. Oh my god, this is great, it passes all the checks. Hopefully, manage to get it. So yeah, I was very excited when we got this domain, because I think it's an awesome opportunity. If you're looking at getting into a sneaky niche, a niche that is not yet polluted, if you will, I think this is an awesome opportunity. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.